Hello, agents. Welcome to the One Bite at a Time show, a weekly show and a searchable knowledge library that you can go back to find the information you need when you need it. We search out the most important topics of the day and we share them with you one bite at a time. My name is Steve Gronland.
And I'm Roxanne Hayes, and we're both with Vintage Mortgage Firm. Hey, Steve, did you check out the report by Lawrence Yun?
I sure did, Roxanne. And in fact, I'll be talking about that in this morning's update.
Yeah, it's really funny. It kind of reminds me of Mom, Pa math. It's really funny how people see things.
Oh, I love that clip.
And now, 25 divided by 5 is 5. You see, 5 won't go into 2, will it? No. But 5 goes into 25 5 times, you see?
No, you're wrong, Billy. Now, I'm a pretty good mathematician. Now, 5 into 25... 5 won't go into 2, will it?
No.
But 5 goes into 5 once. Now, we didn't use the 2 before, so we bring it down here. Now, 5 into 20 goes 4 times. There you are. 5 into 25, 14.
No, look, Pa, let me prove it to you now by multiplication. 5 times 5, 5 times 5 is 25.
Really, I'm surprised you're learning.
Huh?
I'm surprised that you're learning. Now I'll show you. 5 times 14 is 25. 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times 1 is 5. 25. That's it.
No, look, Ma. Look, you're wrong there because I'll prove it to you. We'll put down 5 14s here. 14. There. Now I'll prove to you by addition that 5 14s is not 25. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20.
21, 22, 23, 24, 25. There you are. Better brush up, Billy. I don't want to see you boys cheated.
I love that clip.
It'd be so much funnier if it wasn't true.
Yeah,
all right, cool. So here's your market update.
Thanks, Roxanne. Let's get started with your quick and easy market update. So first of all, the National Association of Realtors chief economist Lawrence Yun said in a report this week that existing home sales is down 3.9% month over month and down 9% year over year from last year. But wait, that's not that's not the whole information here. I want to read to you the actual report, or at least part of it, and then I want to talk about this real quick. First of all, home prices in the meantime appear to be in no danger of any meaningful decline. That's what he said. He continued, there is an ongoing housing shortage and properly listed homes are selling swiftly. He said swiftly, generally seeing a contract signed within a month. With mortgage rates rising, Yun forecasts existing home sales to wane by 9% in 2022 and home price appreciation, he said appreciation, to moderate to 5% by year's end. Well, that doesn't sound so bad. If I look at this, I read it like 4 or 5 different times. But then I watched CNBC and I listened to Diana Ulick cite and refer in reference to the exact same reports. She says, referencing the same report, she says, homes are staying on the market much longer now, according to the report. That's not what the report said. And then she said, record lowest pace of sales in over a decade. Well, the report didn't say that, neither do the statistics show that. And then she said, realtors say it's because of skyrocketing prices and skyrocketing interest rates. I didn't hear that. I didn't read that. I don't understand where she's coming from. So basically, let's tear this down a little bit. Well, first of all, Diana, you didn't mention a thing about inventory shortage. That might have a lot to do about lowering existing home sales. Let's talk about interest rates for a moment. Now, we believe in the idea that we always quote rates with no lender fees and no points if we possibly can. I believe that's the fairest and most honest way to quote rates. No lender fees and no points. So make sure you're always comparing apples to apples because it's really hard to beat vintage mortgage firm rates. But nevertheless, VA and FHA today are about 4.5 to 4.625. That's not bad. Conventional 5.378 to 5.50. Holy smokes. Even the new debt service loan that Roxanne is going to talk to you about in just a few minutes, that's at 7.875. Guys, that's a no-doc loan on an investment property. These are really great loans, really great interest rates. Jumbo rates today, 5.5 to 5.75 with 1.25 points. You know, interest rates are not the problem. Let's talk about the fact that she said it's the slowest existing home sales in over a decade. Well, that's not true, too. If you look at the statistics put out by the U.S. Pending Home Sales Index, you can see today's rate. Here's my little mouse. Today's situation, this is where we are today. Back in 2020, we'd gone way down there. It was a short period of time, but it was below that mark. And then in 2019, we hit that point too, below that point. And back in 2014, we went below that point. So the idea that this is some kind of record in a decade is kind of ridiculous. It's not true. So what does this really mean? Well, it means that interest rates are great. It's a great interest rate market. It means home sales are flying off the market, or at least they're selling within a month. That means it's a great market. It's still a seller's market. It also means the sky is not falling. But I'll tell you what, I am getting so tired of it. You know, President Reagan would probably say,
"There you go again."
You know, every time we see a downturn in this economy, or if there's a possibility of spinning things negative, that's what they do. They're not making news. They're supposed to be giving news, not creating a news cycle by making people scared. Anyways, that's what happens. Put it a different way. If President Biden were to hear this and realize what's going on, I think he'd probably say something like, he'd get all up in your face. He'd say, hey, Diana, come on, man. If I did this way back in the hood, I could have done a better job than this. Come on, man.
What's happening?
Now, former President Trump, he'd probably call her a name like Daffy Diana or Dingy Diana or Disinformation Diana. Who knows? Anyways, that's the market update, just like you want it, quick and easy.
For your bite of the day, we're going to talk about debt service loans. Today's debt service loans are yesterday's stated income loans. With good scores and no verifiable income, your buyer can buy an investment property with a debt service loan. The interest rate is based on their FICO and how much is being put down to service the debt. In other words, let's say you have a client who wants to buy an investment property that's priced at $400,000. If that buyer is only putting 20% down and their total housing monthly expenses with principal, interest, taxes, and insurance and HOA dues is $3,200, as long as the expected rent from the appraiser's rent survey shows that they can get 100% or $3,200 a month, your loan is approved. If the rent income won't cover the expense, then the buyer would simply put more money down until it does. They could also buy down the rate in order to lower the payment, choose a lower adjustable rate, or even choose an interest-only loan. That's debt service. We also have an exclusive debt service loan for investors that only requires 75% of that debt service rather than 100%. So using the same scenario as earlier, the rent survey would only need to be $2,400 a month and problem solved. The key to this loan is good credit scores and reserves. So if you have an investor that can't meet the debt to income ratio guidelines for a standard conventional loan, but has the property and the cash flow to manage the payment, we can help. Please contact Steve or myself and we can get started on that application today.
Wow, Roxanne, that was some great information about the debt service loans. Tell everybody how they can subscribe and make sure that they continue to get this content.
Of course. So we are on all three platforms. We're on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. All of them are Vintage Mortgage Firm. If you want the content exclusive, you do have to opt in through the landing page, put in your make sure you want to receive this content, and you'll get it first before it gets posted on social media. So please make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share. Don't keep us a secret. We're really excited about giving you guys this weekly show.
Awesome, Roxanne. That was great information, and we'll see all of you next week. Is that a wrap, Roxanne?
I think that is a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Finito.